What's up, Daily Mastermind? My name is George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. It's time to take it to the next level. I want to be able to talk to you today a little bit about a different direction in how we view having a strong mind. We know that to be an entrepreneur, you need to have a successful mindset. You need to have a strong mindset, be mentally strong. And it's hard to stay focused. It's hard to stay strong and committed and consistent. Sometimes it's even hard to eliminate the distractions and negativity and anxiety that you might feel as a person with a lot of things going on. The key is to develop that strong mindset through daily rituals. And our prosperity pillars teach you that. Those are the 12 prosperity pillars that we've reviewed in previous episodes. If you haven't reviewed those, I encourage you to go do that. The prosperity pillars are basic mindset that trains you and helps you to become a success-minded individual. They're teachings and trainings and strategies that I've learned over many, many years of working with a lot of thought leaders. But it's also important, and I'll make a note, it's also very important to know what not to do. What are the things that mentally strong people do not do? That's what I want to cover with you here today. And there's 12 of them. There's actually 12 things that mentally strong people do not do. And the first one is they do not give up their power. Don't allow other people to control you. Don't say things like, my boss makes me feel this way, or he made me do this, or she made me feel that way. You're the one who chooses what your emotions are. You're the one who chooses how to use that tool, your mind, because you're not your mind. Don't give up your power. And go back to prosperity pillar number 1, which is I create my life. You do. No one else does. Don't give up your power. Number 2, successful people, mentally strong people, do not feel sorry for themselves. Don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Life isn't fair. This happens to me all the time. These kind of things. Be glad life's not fair. If life was fair, everything would be equal. You wouldn't have opportunities. Successful, strong, mental people, they don't feel sorry for themselves. Prosperity pillar number 2, I take personal responsibility. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Number 3, that mentally strong people do not do. They don't let fear stop them. They don't let fear stop them. The reason they don't is they're willing to take risks. They take calculated risks. They're fully informed, and then they act on the information they have, and they don't hesitate. Prosperity pillar number 3, I act in spite of my mood. I act in spite of my mood. Okay, number 4, what do mentally strong people not do? They don't resent other people's success. Don't resent other people's success. Choose to be around successful people. Abundance is a mindset. Abundance is a choice. When you resent other people's success, you have a scarcity mindset, you have failure focus, and you're just not in the right place. So do not resent other people's success. And this is prosperity pillar number 4 that it relates to. I surround myself with positive people. I surround myself with positive and successful people. Number 5, what do mentally strong people do not do? They don't waste energy on stuff they can't control. Don't waste time and energy on things that is completely outside of your control. Traffic, lost luggage, a late flight, flat tire, coworkers, people that just annoy you, just stop. Because you can control a lot of things, but there's a lot of things you can't control. So if you're mentally strong, you don't waste energy on stuff you can't control. Control what you can control. Focus on your health, your activities, your actions, and this is back to prosperity pillar number 5. I focus on solutions. Okay, number 6, the 6th thing that mentally strong people do not do. They do not feel entitled. Mentally strong people do not adopt the idea of entitlement. You are taking responsibility. No one is going to come along and help you accomplish your goals. No one's going to come along and do it for you. You have to be responsible and accountable. You have greatness in you. You can be successful. You don't need someone else to help you to be successful. Be mentally strong and follow prosperity principle number 6. I attract success. I attract success. Okay, number seven. Number seven, the seventh thing that mentally strong people do not do. They don't worry about pleasing everyone. Stop trying to please everyone. Stop living your life around the opinions of other people. Learn to say no. Too many of you say yes to things because you're afraid of what people might think. But if you're going to create your life, and life is worth living, so it's worth creating, you've got to stop trying to please other people because you have responsibilities. So there again, it ties to prosperity principle number 7. I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. My happiness doesn't rely on pleasing other people. Okay. Number eight. This is the 8th thing that mentally strong people do not do. They do not give up ever. They are relentless. They don't see failure as failure. They see failure only as a learning experience. They view it as a step towards success. See opportunities, not obstacles. Don't see reasons, see results. You cannot give up ever, ever, ever. Successful and strong mental mindset requires you not to give up. And prosperity principle number 8 goes along with that. I always think win-win. I always think win-win. There's always a way. Okay. Now, number 9, the ninth thing on the list of what mentally strong people do not do. They do not keep making the same mistakes. Stop making the same mistakes over and over and over. Be responsible for your behavior. Sit down, analyze when things happen, learn why it happened, learn what you can do differently, and then move on and apply it with better decisions. When you stay inside a mindset of a mistake or situation or a circumstance, then you are stuck. You need to learn, move on, learn from your mistakes, and don't keep making those same mistakes or you're not properly learning your lesson. How many times have we said, gosh, I keep having the same thing? Well, maybe you haven't learned your lesson yet. Okay. And this is great because this follows right along with prosperity principle number 9. I am committed to lifelong learning. I'm committed to lifelong learning. Okay. Number 10, the 10th thing that mentally strong people do not do. They don't expect immediate results. Too many of you are looking for the get rich quick overnight, the immediate short-term results. Have you ever asked yourself why you're looking for that? The reason you're looking for that is you don't have confidence. You don't have esteem. You don't have, that belief. Mentally strong people have a long-term vision and they execute short-term. They have a long-term vision and they execute short-term. And you need to start to believe and have faith in your results. You don't need short-term validation for you to be successful. Prosperity principle number 10, I create daily rituals. I create daily rituals so that it will lead you to your success long-term. Okay, number 11, the 11th thing that mentally strong people do not do. They don't dwell on the past. Stop wasting time dwelling on the past. The past is over. It's gone. It's done. Learn from it. Move on. There's too many of us that are stuck in the past, in whether it's relationships or business or issues. And on the flip side, there's a 24-hour rule on bragging. I got that right from Andy Frisella. Bottom line is 24-hour rule on bragging. Stop living in your past home runs. Yesterday's home runs don't win tomorrow's games, right? The future isn't written, so go out and write it. Don't dwell on your past and apply principle number 11 for the prosperity principles. I create an attitude of abundance. There's so much abundance, you don't need to get caught up in the past. Okay. And 12th, the last one that mentally strong people do not do. They don't fear alone time. They don't fear alone time. So here's the thing. So many of us are afraid to be silent. We're so afraid to be silent, partly because we're afraid of our own thoughts. We're afraid of being controlled by our mind. You've got to remember, you are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are the one in control. Your thoughts don't control you. And you are not dependent on needing validation or another person in your life to create your happiness. You need to actually require silence and require that alone time. The reason is prosperity principle number 4 or 12 is I visualize and manifest my life. How are you going to visualize and manifest and plan your ultimate life if you're never alone and you never have quiet time? You need to do that. Mentally strong people. So let's go back through that list really quickly. Mentally strong people do not give up their power. They do not feel sorry for themselves. They do not let fear stop them. They do not resent other people's success. They do not waste energy on stuff they can't control. And they don't feel entitled. They also don't worry about pleasing everyone. Mentally strong people don't ever give up. They are relentless, and they don't keep making the same mistakes. Mentally strong people also don't expect immediate results, and they don't dwell on the past. And finally, mentally strong people don't fear being alone. I'd like you to really think through this. I'd like you to apply some of these strategies. I'd like you to apply these thoughts and think about it from this angle, because you need to stop some of your behavior and you need to embrace other behavior. You need to execute, be great, be amazing. You are amazing. I hope you have an amazing day, and I enjoyed spending some time with you. My name's George Wright III. Look forward to talking with you soon. We'll see you on the Daily Mastermind tomorrow.